L'Etivaz, a small mountain hamlet, capital of the cheese of the same name, made at dawn in more than 100 mountain chalets. L'Etivaz Cheese, a family business and a passion.
We're in the Jable mountain pasture, which is 1,824 meters above sea level, in the municipality of Châteaudet, in the Etivaz Heights. My dad rented his first mountain pasture in 1991. I was 2 years old then. I've grown up in this atmosphere, so I love it. I only have good memories.
The producers of Etivaz PDO continue their tradition. And to guarantee a superior quality cheese, special attention is of course paid first to the raw material, milk. The various stages of the production of Etivaz PDO cheese comply with very strict specifications. Thus, the milk must be heated over a wood fire in a copper boiler. Spruce wood, the one used historically, must be local and taken from the forests surrounding the alpine chalets.
Preparing wood to make cheese is one of the many tasks of a mountain pasture operator. When you use wood to make cheese, you need a lot of it. When an avalanche has felled 4 or 5 trees that are on the pasture, you start by looking for trees that have been brought down by the avalanche or by the wind before seeking healthy trees. So this also contributes to the maintenance of landscapes and pastures.
The temperature that the milk must reach is very precise.
It is heated to 32 degrees Celsius. At 32 degrees, we add some rennet in it, and we mix it with whey that we have prepared the day before. This will make our lactic ferments.
Rennet is a natural enzyme found in the abomasum, one of the 4 pockets of the calf's stomach. It is this rennet that will make the milk coagulate and render it solid.
If we take the example of Etivaz, for 3 centuries we've been using the same coagulation methods, the same heating times, the same temperature. Well, people have empirically discovered that we could make a quality product in a certain way. And this has been passed on from generation to generation. Now I'm starting to unpack. So that means I'm going to cut the pieces into the shape of grains of rice, and as evenly as possible. It takes between 10 to 12 liters of milk to make 1 kilo of Etivaz cheese. Now we will stir for 15 minutes without heat, and then I put it on the fire for 50 minutes to heat it up to 57 degrees. However, one must never stop stirring.
The stirring stage eliminates the serum contained inside the curd grains. This serum is the whey. Before the filling and molding stage, the cheesemaker must ensure that the curd is sufficiently consistent. He takes a handful and kneads it to check its texture. If the curd doesn't break, the cheese is made. To give the cheese its final shape, the curd is placed in a mold and then pressed manually to weld the grains and complete the draining.
I press them for 24 hours. I turn them over 5 times a day.
At the other end of the valley, On the Ongron mountain pasture, Melanie and Florian also finish making cheese, and with whey make the famous curd called Sirac, or also ciré. We're going to heat this remaining whey at 92 degrees, then add a lactic ferment that is going to cut the whey. Then, with the heat in this lactic ferment, the curd will rise to the surface. At Tempeh, we've always produced curd. Florian's grandparents made it, his parents made it, and now I make it with my mother-in-law. So it's a bit of a tradition. It's a pleasure. At the Jable mountain pasture, Nicolas Anchaud receives a visit from the manufacturing consultant.
Francis. Et toi?
Non, je viens pour ma petite visite à jour.
Ouais, tip top. C'est tout bon.
Mandated by the cooperative, the manufacturing consultant answers producers' questions, proposes improvement solutions, and ensures good production conditions. His help and advice contribute to ensure the quality of this cheese.
Je refais à 4 heures ce
Tu
soir.
à 4 heures, tu les laisses pas sécher.
Non, avant de 13h.
Voilà. 13,5 température, puis 8 ondes de humidité. Mais je contrôlerai, pas laisser la sonde pour un moment.
Today, producers are even better supported than at the beginning. In the past, there was already a mountain pasture advisor, so we already had support. But today, producers are really well supported if they have a problem. That's the reason behind the cooperatives, to promote milk and cheese production by all means possible.